I live in a mid-sized city and want to meet MILFs and Cougars. How would you do this? Fort Worth says keep it casual. I'm 25 if that helps. Young professional, mixed race guy, decent shape, have my own apartment.
First line is always finding out where, there's a division. There's like 25 and under, like where the people go.
Yeah.
And, your higher end hotel bars, your higher end restaurant bars, your higher end bars.
Yeah.
Or venues in the evening is where you're going to meet older women. And, Buddy, do you remember your best answer to this question ever?
No.
Pickleball.
Oh.
She said that and almost fell out of my chair one time.
I do remember saying that.
If you're active and you're working out, a gym is a good place. And if you're talking about like picking up at a gym, try to find a place that's more group oriented. Not like LA Fitness or like where you're lifting weights and wrestling lift.
No.
You want to be in a group atmosphere, like a strength and conditioning gym or a CrossFit gym, for lack of a better phrase. Where you're all together, but there's forced rest periods, and you're in a natural arena where you will interact.
You're treated more like a team in something like that than an individual.
Exactly. And even if you're looking for places like, let's say, you go to a group gym, there will be certain hours that will be better for single. There's going to be like 9 a.m. is like the traditional mom hour.
Yeah.
And these are all married women that you should definitely stay away from with children, married women with children. But in your early morning, which everybody kind of comes in, evenings are probably best for this.
Yeah.
Because people have a little bit more time in the evening to talk.
Yeah.
They're not already focused in on like their frenzy of activity that day. But again, Bunny said pickleball. And literally, that's genius. You're forced into interacting. You play with each other. And it's a good venue for women, single women that are older. And the reason I say keep it casual is simply because of the reproduction thing. Because there's like a gentleman that had reached out to me. He's dating like a girl that's like 42. She's already had 2 kids, and he wants more kids. And it's like truly a deal breaker. Well, sure, if she's on board, she's got to be motivated. She could probably do 1, maybe 2 more, maybe.
Yeah.
But it's asking a lot. So that's really why
it's true.
Some guys simply like women that are a little bit older, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just you have to look at the reproductive logistics.
It's true.
Is a very real issue.
I went to high school with a guy who, even in high school, he always had a thing for older women. Like, he never dated anyone in our class. He only ever, even now, I'm friends on Facebook with almost no one from my actual graduating high school class, but I am friends with him because it's so funny to watch. But he is definitely a MILF guy.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also, what keeps breaking him up is the fact that the older women that he is choosing to spend life with cannot have children anymore. They go through rounds of IVF. They go through rounds of, she's already gone through menopause, whatever the case may be. It's heartbreaking to him because he's not going to end up being a dad. And so now, granted, we're talking about people in our pushing 50s, not 25 like you are. But it applies. This is why Fort Worth this is the real on the ground stuff as to why Fort Worth says, if you're a MILF guy, either get them young and like stick with it, or keep it casual and don't put a lot of pressure on anything long-term. Because in the long term, it really isn't usually the greatest solution.
Yeah. And again, where to meet them will be any night or evening venues. It's just going to be upper end. And unlike like older men generally will not do well like approaching younger women under 25, when she's with her friends, you can actually approach older women and like, buddy,
they'll love it.
They're flattered.
Yeah.
They giggle. And your game should not be any different,
No.
any different whatsoever than you would do for somebody your own age or younger.
Yeah.
They if they're going to blow you off, they actually usually do it in a very funny,
Yeah.
kind. They're not going to blow you off and do, a heel turn and turn their back to you like younger girls will.
It's true. Or like they would do to their peers.
Yeah, in a heartbeat. Yeah,
Completely.
they are amused by your enthusiasm.
Oh yes.
I've never heard of a bad, they'll let you down gently if they let you down, and they don't always let you down.
That's right.
Yeah.
A lot of times they really enjoy just kind of getting out of their own heads and playing for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's the real deal.
That's next slide.
All right. Popular live